for those that have not, I just see them live their lives the same. They refuse to do their work. They refuse to look at their situations that are going on, and they continue to create suffering for themselves and others. And so, like I said, we have this opportunity.
That is right.
And a choice. And these choices are very important. They're important for your own success and wellness and happiness. They're important for your own evolution. They're important for the evolution of humanity, the evolution of our planet, and the honoring of that.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, that's kind of important. It's pretty important to honor our planet. We all share it. It's a home that we all are blessed to dwell upon, and it may be really beneficial for us to start seeing this planet in that way rather than as just something that we can take from. And so I encourage you, I'm going to have a pause here. If any of you have any questions or if you have any comments, maybe you're having a situation or a power struggle in your life right now, and you're kind of curious of how
Good show.
clearing ego could serve you or help you. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Go ahead and talk to the caller.
Is there someone calling in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, who's here?
This
Hello?
is Rose.
Oh.
Is this Rose?
How are you? Yeah.
Hi, Rose. How are you?
Just seemed like I talked to you just a couple minutes ago.
I know. Actually, Rose, she just interviewed me on her show a little while ago, so it's pretty awesome. I'm like, hey, call in if you have a question. So, Rose, what do you have to share connected to what I'm talking about?
Well, we could discuss a lot of what you're talking about earlier, but I wanted you to elaborate more on the differences between, there's always that fine line that people get really confused on with the ego, and then standing up and holding your healthy boundaries and taking, loving yourself, but not being, egoic about it or, prideful about it. And so a lot of people confuse that. There's a fine line. Can you elaborate more on that for people?
Yes, definitely. I agree. I feel that there is a fine line, and healthy boundaries are very important at this time. Like Rose and I were talking earlier about, we all, well, maybe not all of us, I shouldn't assume that, but many of us have been listening to others talk about the shifts. We maybe are feeling led to come out and talk about the shifts in consciousness. And I feel a big part of the shifting in consciousness that is being presented as an opportunity for us is to clear the ego and to clear the fear. And when we do that, we will step into a place of health. We'll step into our alignment, which means we love ourselves. We are enough. We are good enough. We're worthy right now, and we know that. And so there will be a sense of just a calm, assertive energy. It's kind of like when we talk to people, I think like Cesar Millan, he's the dog whisperer, and he talks about when a person is an alpha, or when a dog is an alpha energy is calm and assertive. And so what we do is we step into that space of being alpha leaders, and we become calm and assertive, meaning that we enter with courage and confidence, but we're not egotistical. We're not, jumping down people's throats. We're not trying to gloat and seem like we're better than others. We're actually expressing from a place of truth and wisdom, and we don't feel we need to apologize for that truth, because there's confidence when we're in that alignment. There's a gentle power there. There's a calm and assertive energy. And so having healthy boundaries is really important, because if we want to clear ego and we want to step into that space of self-love, we aren't going to be able to maintain that vibration if we don't honor healthy boundaries. So whether they be for ourselves or others, we need healthy boundaries, meaning, for example, if I vibrationally am around someone and they're very low vibration and they're very negative. They're just talking about the lack, the negative, the negative. For me, myself, I will tolerate that so long before I'll just get away from their energy, because that energy is just so heavy. I feel it in my body and I can't be around it. It makes me feel sick. So I will first help that person if they feel open to it and address, like, are you aware that you're focusing on the lack? Are you ready to focus on the abundance, on the good? Like, would you like to shift that? Would you like assistance with shifting that? And if they're open, then we can assist them. If they're not and they just want to lash out and keep trying to control, then it would be honoring for ourselves to move away from their energy and love them from a distance. Stepping away doesn't mean we don't love someone. It doesn't mean we don't care. It means that we love ourselves enough to know that that vibration is disrupting our own energy field and that we need to step away and give them space to find their own alignment. And so I feel like it's really important for us to understand. I think, Rose, we're talking about how Source has told me that it's important that we are not attached to role and title. And this has come up in my life with loved ones, with family, friends, people that I've had to get away from their energy because, the constant sarcasm or the constant negative talk, it made my stomach sick, and I just had to get away. And in the beginning, a lot of these spiritual warriors that are very sensitive, not in a negative way, but you've probably been told that when you bring up awareness of how something feels, like, oh, you're so sensitive, get over it. You need to be tough. And really, there's nothing wrong with you if you're sensitive. It's a gift. If you're sensitive, this is a strength in you. And if you honor that strength with healthy boundaries, you will thrive and you will help others in amazing ways if you have the courage to speak truth. So I think it's really important right away to realize that, don't look at yourself as there's something wrong with you if you're sensitive, if you feel people's stuff, but rather share the wisdom with love and compassion. And if the message is not wanted to be received, if they don't want it and it's rejected, that's okay. You're not in charge of that. But just move away from that vibration and thank your angels for clearing that vibration from you. If this is something, for example, if you keep attracting these kind of people that want to attack you or lash out, there may be a karmic energy that you need to clear or something from a past life that is ready to be cleared vibrationally. And once you can clear that and realize, oh, that person that just came in and attacked me, psychically attacked me and degraded me in front of all my friends, I can see them as a teacher and thank their spirit for coming in to show me something that I needed to be aware of and that needed to be cleared. So does that kind of make sense, like with the boundaries and how important that is?
Yes. It's just that there were so many people, you and I've experienced, people coming up to us and trying to shoot us down and, call us, egotistic or what have you. And
Yes.
There's a fine line of telling people to love yourself and yet have healthy boundaries without, feeling like you're being too prideful or that you are all that. And so I wanted you to give your perspective on that because when you explained that earlier when we were talking, I found it very comprehensible, and I wanted you to share that with everybody because I feel it's really important. So thank you so much. I love you so much. I'll let you go now.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, and one of the things that I was talking with Rose about earlier is when I made the decision to come out of the angel closet like a year and a half ago and to lead the shift. I had a lot of amazing things happening, very magical experiences with angels coming to me, and I made the decision to give myself to the light, to serve the higher energy and vibrational energies of consciousness, the angels, the ascended masters, like to really tune into their essence more so than humanity. which doesn't mean that I think I'm superior to humans, but I feel I've always been more connected to these angelic beings and their wisdom. And often the humans around me just, they were lost and they were confused and they were trying to cause me to be lost and confused with them. And it was to the point of violence in my life many times, of submit or else. And I feel like many of us have really been challenged with this in their own way. And I tolerated certain things up to a point in my life, and things I will not tolerate any longer. And a big part of that shifting is the self-love. And I feel, when I made my agreement to be very transparent and honest, I, in my
Wonderful
essence, am a
stuff.
very grateful being. It's like I'm
Good.
wired that way. My fiance, he tells me daily how much he loves me because of how grateful I am for everything. Like, if he does the simplest thing for
Yeah,
me,
that's
I
wonderful.
just
Being
tell
like
him how
that.
much I adore him over and over. And it's really because that is who I am. I'm very
Wonderful person.
grateful.
Yeah.
I feel appreciation. I feel joy. I feel passion for life. And I feel like this is a gift and a blessing that I'm breathing right now. I don't look at this as something I'm entitled to, or, something to just be taken lightly. I feel that life is playful, but
Shut
we
it
have
down
this
good.
beautiful time here, and it's sacred, and it's an amazing gift. And if we all could see that, we would live very differently. And one of the things that I brought up about connected to ego that I feel she's referencing was, I had put a bio on my Facebook page, just because I was getting ready for an interview with a host, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
wanted me to write a bio. So I wrote up just kind of what I felt about myself as a healer, what's led me to that place, and I shared it. And pretty much unanimously, I got nothing but positive feedback. And I got one person, though,
Yes.
that wrote me a private message that told me, who do you think you are? You're, I'm trying to remember the word she used for it now, but basically she said that it seemed as if I was gloating, and that my spiritual gifts were
You gotta
gifts, and
know
that
it.
I
You
should
gotta know it.
remain
So much
humble,
is
and
powerful.
that I should not be gloating about my gifts or what my abilities were. And when I like reread my bio, and I was just like, I don't see that at all. And so when I was listening to what she said in her words, I was feeling it. And I have a very powerful gift of discernment. I can feel intention when people speak to me. I can feel it in things I read. And what I got was the intention was coming from a place of power play. And I felt this individual was feeling fear and insecurity in herself, in her own gifts. She was feeling inadequacy. And therefore, my speaking so openly and honestly threatened her in some way and caused her to feel that that was gloating. And I wrote her back a private message and just thanked her for her awareness, thanked her for sharing what she saw. That I felt that if she truly saw me, if she truly felt my vibration, then she would understand that there was nothing gloating about it, that it was just, I just speak truth. I speak calm, confident, clear truth. It's like the calm and assertive energy of the alpha. I don't think I'm better because I enter with that confidence and that alignment. I just know I am connected. I know that I am understanding. I trust my own intuition, and I trust the feelings and the vibrations that I'm given, because they're always given to me and prove themselves to be spot on. And so
Of
I felt
course.
like it
Yeah.
was a challenge from her to
Solid proof.
deny myself and to betray myself to please her. And I think that this is something that we all have to be really mindful of, is when people come along, whether they're our loved ones, it could be our mother, who, I don't only say it because I love you. And they may say those words, but what is their vibration telling you? It's time that we stop attaching ourselves to words, whether people are flattering us with their words or they're trying to control us with their words, by negatively criticizing us. Either way, it's a form of control. And if we are tuned into our own vibration enough,